What's good? How we doing? Good. I'm glad to hear that. So I had this random download just talking to myself, and it was about friends. It was about friends. I grew up never really having that many friends, but I always wanted more. I always wanted more for the public image, for what others thought about me, not for what I want. So, in my perspective, I never, at one point I did, but for the past year or two, I've been really seeing friends as just associates and nothing more than that. Because it's cool to have people around you, but distant. You see what I'm saying? Someone that fuck with you, but y'all like, just whenever it happens. That's it. And but yeah, I don't have no friends in my life. I only have family. I only got family. That's it. That's it because you know you could see it from two sides. One side that I'm thinking of right now, or the first one, would be that I just don't got time to deal with all that. Society is fucked. It's fucked up. And to put it bluntly, and I don't got time for that. You know, I'm focusing on me. That's shit. That's it. That's it with that. And the other side would be to heal yourself. Would be healing yourself. Healing yourself through that. But eventually you would still lose those connections. And I feel like that's a contradiction because you would just be going through you would be trying to give your all to someone else, and then they would come like an example would be you talking to them, you helping them out, you being like the therapist type situation, but instead you aren't allowing them to go through the experience. You're trying to prevent them from going through that experience. But actually, let me reword that because that kind of didn't make sense to myself, at least. You have to allow this person to go to experience their experience so they can deal with it in their own way and they can heal from that. And I mean, that honestly, that takes both parties. So that cycle will continue. But life is just so much better. Life is just so much better when you don't have to deal with other people's karmic cycles and retributions. But it's not really a retribution if it was always meant to happen. So that's just the gematria script breaking down. And the gematria script is how letters turn words are created by letters. Letters equal a certain number. Those words combine into a bigger number. And words that match with that number are similar in some way because they've been programmed alike. In some way, they have crossed paths. They're aligned. They were aligned at a certain time. So, anyways, I won't stop there because my bad, one second. I won't stop there because that's when you start being able to understand trans inversion through celebrities. Not only celebrities, but sports players, politicians, in other countries too. It's not just the US. Man, you can't even see me no more. It's not just the US. In almost all countries. Because I feel like there's countries that we don't even know of. Right? So, but just know, no land is untouched. That goes for celebrities too, and the whole music industry. No land is untouched. If you're making a master plan, that master plan is gonna have no flaws. But it will have one. And it's up to you to find that. Because there's gonna be so many distractions up in your face. And it's gonna be tough. But that one way is just giving time to yourself. And so, that's all I really had to say about that. You know, it's really just me and my girl. Me, my girl, and my mom and my brother right now. And I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that. And every day, I'm improving those relationships. I'm improving those relationships with my bloodline. Or my other masculine counterpart or feminine counterpart through my mother, my brother, or just those different mindsets within myself and healing that through myself. I've really been improving on that. And with that has come more love for myself. I believe that, I'm not even going to say believe, I know that we have multiple purposes. And it's not something that's just, it's not something that you're told. It's something that you have to figure out. And it's not even really figuring it out once you give the time to yourself and work on yourself, because someone could have over 100 purposes. I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, that's a lot. So maybe over 50, over 30, over 40, but there is no number to it because you can't put a number to it. Right now, let me see. I found another purpose basically through a career, you know, and to transform that into a business. I want to study psychology and I want to study horticulture. I do want to get my master's in psychology. You know, I understand that diplomas, master's degrees, or master's, associates, bachelor's, these are just titles that mean nothing, because what have you learned? What have you learned and put towards yourself for your growth? If you're not doing that, then it's not benefiting you, and it's energy harvesting. That's how I see it. It's energy harvesting your solar awareness. It's energy harvesting your thoughts, your time. You have no time, but you create that time. You create that time, and now time is allowed, because these real drone parasites are just reflecting our thoughts back to ourselves. Is that how you would say that? Reflecting our thoughts back to ourselves, and we believe it because we have been, through our DNA, hijacked. And that's why it's important to eat healthy. It's important to have time to yourself. It's important to contradict yourself. It's important to be able to see different perspectives. But that's all I got. That's all I got. I don't think y'all can see me. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Alright though, y'all. I love y'all though. Take care. Peace. Abundance.